Hi guys, Jen here, and I've got another grocery haul for you, but today is a little bit different because it is a Whole30 grocery haul. So I've been doing the Whole30 for about 23 days, I think, and I'm doing it because I have Hashimoto's, a bunch of other stuff going on, so I'm trying to see if eliminating some things out of my diet will help with that. And so far, I am feeling a lot better. I think cutting out the sugar was huge. So if you don't know, the Whole30 means that you're cutting out added sugar, alcohol, grains, legumes, dairy, and I think that's it. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but they're almost like whole food groups. And added sugar is a big one. You have to really watch your labels and what you're buying. Since I've been doing it, my daughters decided they want to do it. I have made my kids do a modified Whole30 before with great success. Actually, they're feeling better, less inflamed, all that stuff, but that was a long time ago. I didn't make them cut out specific things because I didn't want them to starve. And I know it was kind of wussy. But they're older now and they have actually said they want to do it. I didn't even suggest it. So my one daughter just wants to see if it helps improve her skin. They're both, almost, one's an almost teenager, one is a teenager. I think the other one is doing it to be supportive and maybe just to see how she feels. Either way, they're doing it, and so I'm happy. But it meant I had to go grocery shopping. They decided yesterday, and so I was like, okay, we'll just have to share the rest of my food, and then I have to go out and get some other things that'll be compliant, which is fine because tomorrow would normally be my grocery shopping day, so now I have tomorrow kind of off. So I'm going to show you what I got, tell you what I plan to make with them. And the thing is, you might think that it's more expensive to buy this kind of food and to eat this way, but when you're not buying snacks, when you're not buying carbs, when you're not buying condiments, all the things that have added sugar and all the things that are not compliant, because the other thing is you can't recreate cheat foods or pancakes or muffins or cookies. You can't recreate them with compliant ingredients. That's going against the rules. You also aren't supposed to snack so much. So if you're starving, of course, a handful of nuts or something to get you by, but really the focus is to make your meals satiating enough to get you from one meal to the next and to eat 3 meals a day. So you do actually save money because you're, 1, eating less, and you're 2, not buying all that other stuff. You're just buying pretty much real whole foods. My son isn't doing it, and neither is my husband. I will make compliant dinners, Whole30 compliant dinners, but if there's a way to make it more palatable for my husband for his tastes, I will. But for the most part, I don't cook that unhealthy, so it shouldn't change things too much. My son's not doing it, so I still bought him his favorites, like his yogurt, his hash browns, things like that. But so we're not changing it up a whole lot. And I don't think it's ever a good idea to force something like this on anyone. So I have had people in the past ask me, how can I get my husband to do it? You can't. He's a grown-up. If he wants to eat a certain way, then that's his right, and leave it alone. I know people want to be have them be supportive and do it with them, and that's all well and good, but the thing is, if they don't want to, then why would you try to force them to do it? Would you want someone forcing you how to eat, telling you what you could and couldn't eat? If he tried to do that to you ladies, you would freak out. So don't try to make your husbands do it with you. If you do it, you can lead by example, and if they want to join you, awesome, then you can help them. But otherwise, leave it alone. Make them what they want, and I'll show you. I have my little chair of shame with his candy. Anyway, here we go. I'll show you what we got. Start over here with the things that are not really part of it. Well, some is. So I've got parchment paper. This I definitely need. I always need this. I always roast my vegetables. I do eat pretty close to a Whole30 most of the time. But anyway, parchment paper is perfect for sheet pan recipes, roasting vegetables, all that stuff. Aluminum foil, we know why we use that. I needed some Dawn, I needed some Pine Sol. We need eggs. That's a big thing with a Whole30 because there's not a lot of that carby breakfast stuff that you can eat. So now you don't have to eat traditional breakfast foods. You can eat leftover dinner. You can eat whatever you want that's within the rules. We like eggs, we like breakfast food, so got bunch of eggs. And some of these too. I like to mix in the better with the not as good. I don't know. It's like a balancing act because we don't want to spend a fortune, right? We do what we can. And that is the thing, guys. Like, if you want to do a Whole30 and the best, I'm going to show you a few other things that it's like, it's the best I can do. Maybe it's not like top line ideal, but there has to be some balance sometimes. Now, if you can go full out and not have anything that's questionable, you can do the best of the best, then great, good for you, go for it. But if you are afraid to try it because you can't do it perfectly, don't worry, you're still gonna get the benefits. And I'll tell you about that later. So this almond milk, this is one of those things. It is not the greatest, but it's unsweetened, so there's no added sugar. It's just that the ingredients, there's a little too many, but they didn't have anything else. Normally I would splurge on spending a little more for the good kind, but they didn't have any more and I wasn't going anywhere else. This is Sean's milk that he loves. I did get these for Sean and Katie because this is Whole30 compliant. Any of these kind of fruity waters, as long as there's no added sugars or sweeteners, you're good. So I got 2 packs of those. These are my waters. We got sparkling waters. These are also Whole30 compliant. Just making sure that there are no sweeteners. It's not enough to be sugar free. You can't have fake sugar either. So these are good. Over here, we have a lot of vegetables because the way you build your plate is you have 1 to 2 palm-sized portions of protein, a little bit of healthy fat, and you fill the rest of your plate with vegetables. So I asked the girls what they like. I know what I like, and I just bought what we needed. So, and I did buy a lot of frozen because these are, most of them are around $1 a bag, some a little more. Prices for food has gone up. Like the broccoli, these little bags used to be 92 cents. Now they're like $1, I think. But anyway, so we got some asparagus. Oh, what I was gonna say is, yes, they are steamable in the bag, but you can also just open the bag, dump them on a pan with a little bit of olive oil and some seasoning of your choice, roast them up in the oven, and they're amazing. And it's a much cheaper way to get your vegetables is to buy frozen. And here's a little tip, they're probably more fresh than your fresh produce at the store because these are flash frozen basically as soon as they're picked, and then they're shipped. The other things that you get, unless you're buying local, are shipped unfrozen. So when you get them, by the time you get them, they're not really that fresh. Anyway, so we got asparagus, big bag of broccoli, and some smaller bags. They only had the one big bag, that's why. Because broccoli, that one, everybody likes enough. I mean, we're not, you know, they're not loving it, but they'll do it. Green beans were requested. These fine French green beans do so well in the air fryer. They just crisp up really well. That's another way you can cook them. So they're like little like fried green beans, but better for you. I got these zucchini blends with the butternut squash. I'm gonna do those on a sheet pan with some of the sausage that I got, and that will be a meal. My rice cauliflower that I'm still on a kick with, and they do have the best price, so I stocked up. I tried to get the girls to like it because it really bulks up a meal and makes you feel full, but they weren't having it. I love it, they don't like it. Blackberries, these are good if you want, like we're not supposed to have desserts, but 2 servings of fruit is fine, and these are very low glycemic index. They're obviously very good for you. Fruit is good for you. It has all the fiber, but it is sugar, so you have to be careful. These for Sean, and my husband likes those too. I got some fresh blueberries because I'm getting a little tired of my apples with cashew butter, but not terribly tired of it, but these just looked good. Sean picked out some strawberries. He also wanted grapes. Halos. They love these. So I got 2 bags because Walmart has them very cheap compared to the other grocery stores. They go through them like crazy. I'll stick one in my closet where it's a little bit dark in a basket, and they will keep well. So these should last us, I'm hoping, 2 weeks. We'll see. I got some peppers to make salads. My daughter Ava requested mushrooms. She's not a vegetable person, but she has a few things. Mushrooms are one of them, and they're very good for you. Katie likes salads, so I got 2 packs of these this time because she'll be eating them too. And then some shredded carrots and some regular carrots. 2 bags of apples because now that is dessert. This is the fruit. So 2 bags of apples. And again, apples are another one. You can store them for a really long time. So I'm not concerned about that. Although I don't know these will make it 2 weeks, but they could. We'll see. Let's see. We needed a lot more lettuce than I normally buy because, like I said, Katie's having salads, and we're even having, lots of servings of vegetables at breakfast as well. So my go-to meal and Katie's go-to meal for breakfast is a bowl of the mixed greens, maybe some spinach, whatever we have, with 2 eggs on top, a little bit of sausage, and some other vegetables, like a breakfast salad bowl type thing. It's very good. So we got some more of this. Big bag of potatoes, because potatoes are fine on the Whole30. You just don't want to turn them into chips or french fries because that kind of goes against the whole emotional aspect of it and the attachment to food. So I have been slicing them down though to make them sort of like having toast with your eggs. So I'll put them on a sheet pan, crisp them up, and serve them with breakfast or dinner. So they can put their eggs on top or whatever, and that's pretty good. Spaghetti squash, we're going to have this one night for dinner, and this is where I'm going to have 2 options. I'm going to make my son try it because he should try it. My husband there'll be plenty for him to have if he wants it, but if he prefers regular pasta, I'm going to have that made too. Again, you don't want to force things that are weird to your spouse on them because it's not nice. Your kids, that's different. They have to eat what you say, right? Or not eat at all. I know you guys. Sorry. Bananas, I'm the only one that likes them, so I buy them really green. I also buy them really small because they are full of sugar, but sometimes you just need a banana. 1 sweet potato, because I don't like to eat a ton of starch, but I will cut this up and I will have a little bit with my breakfast every day. So this sweet potato will actually last me for like 6 meals, 6 breakfasts. And then I got some collard greens to try some wraps for lunch, like some turkey wraps, or if they want to make egg salad or tuna salad, because these wrap really well and they hold together nicely, and they're nice and big so you can get a lot out of it. So I got that. Smoked paprika, we were out. We also needed some diced tomatoes. Again, my daughter is not a huge fan of vegetables, but she will eat these. So I got a bunch of those. Some coconut milk, because that can make things creamy, like if you make a soup or some sort of a sauce for your protein. This is a good way to thicken it that's non-dairy. Olives are a good healthy fat, so I picked those up because I love them. Pickles are fine as long as there's no added sugar. You have to look for that. I got some salsa. Again, look for added sugar, but we're going to have, I'm still doing Sunday dinner, so I'm also not forcing this on my extended family. So we're having nachos, and what will happen is my kids will have the nachos without the chips. So I could either crisp up some of the potatoes, or they could just have it like a salad bowl, like a taco bowl. We'll figure it out. But there's that. I got these for Sean because he loves them. We do dump the syrup out. He doesn't like them just floating in the syrup, but he really likes these mandarin oranges. I got some peanut butter, no added sugar. Now, these are legumes. We're not supposed to eat them. And this is where I'm talking about doing doing the best you can. So I was at Walmart. I was not going to go to another store. They had almond butter, but none of the other nut butters were sugar-free except one. There was one that just had almonds, nothing else. It was, I think it was an 8-ounce jar. It was $16. I'm just not doing that. So I bought this big $5 26-ounce thing of natural peanut butter. It's just peanuts and salt, nothing else, and that's what we're doing. So there we go. Unsweetened applesauce is fine on the plan. Plus, I'm going to go back here. We all know that peanuts don't bother us. Possibly beans do. Okay, go ahead. I know that they bother me, but I know also that this does not bother me. So anyway, extra virgin olive oil, because that's good. We got some ghee. If you don't know, it's clarified butter. That just means that all the dairy has been removed from it. And this is actually great for high heat cooking as well. It really withstands the heat. So this is a nice healthy fat to have. Ava actually requested this. So I picked it up, but I like having it too. And Walmart has it for a great price. Normally I wouldn't buy this because it's too expensive. I would make it myself. But they had it for like $5, and that's actually really good for any healthy fat, but especially for this. So I picked that up. Sean wanted these. I know Katie will like them too. And again, applesauce is fine as long as it's unsweetened. Sean also got these. Obviously, they have dairy, but he's fine with that. I got a little bit of cooking spray. I don't know about you guys, but this is getting hard to find in the stores that's not canola oil or vegetable oil. I'm really struggling to find good oils in the spray. I don't know what's happening, but there's something going on. Okay, we're back to the vegetables. So now, down here we've got our protein. Oh wait, I'll first show you the chair of shame, except for Sean's cute little shoes. My husband's candy. He was all out, so I picked some up. Hopefully he likes these. We shall see. And then, so I bought some salmon. Katie and I love it on a salad for either lunch or dinner. That's perfect. And Walmart has such a great price. It's wild caught. I think this whole big bag was $5. I mean, that's amazing. So I got that. We're going to have shrimp this week, so my husband's gonna be psyched about that. This was on sale. What I'm gonna do is blacken some and make some with this lemon pepper seasoning, because some like it blackened, some the other way. We'll either have it on salads or with some other type of thing. I can even make shrimp tacos out of the blackened ones, so everyone should be happy. This is another area where this is not the best because the ingredients are not good on that good on these rotisserie chickens, but there's no added sugars, and I'm going to use this in lieu of pizza night. They requested it because we can't do pizza night, obviously. So rotisserie chicken, they're going to make salads out of that, and that's a special treat for them. I don't normally buy it, but again, you do the best you can, right? So I also got these Angus burgers. That's all that's in them. There's no added sugar. It's just beef formed into patties. There's no added breading or anything like that. They're not the greatest quality meat, but they're ready to go and they'll be fine. Every once in a while, it's fine. Oven roasted turkey. This is the store brand and it looked so good. It looks carved. It says it's made with whole turkey breast. So no artificial flavors, gluten-free, but the main thing is that there's no nitrites added and no sugar. So that will be my lunch. I either make a salad out of this or I might wrap them in the collard greens. I got bacon because we can still do bacon on Saturdays. I've considered possibly wrapping some of that shrimp in bacon. We'll see if I'm ambitious. This I got for my daughter and I for tonight because it looked really good and it was on clearance. So I will just put this on the grill or not on the grill, on the pan, and she and I will each have that because we're the only ones that like salmon. And the rest of the family's having steak, and I'm not a fan of steak. So I got some chicken for one dinner, and then I got this sausage for our sheet pan recipe. This is not what I would ideally want to get, but this is the only one that didn't have added sugar or weird like chemicals or anything like that. So this is what we're having. It'll be good though. I mean, they taste good. It's not why I didn't buy them. It's just that there are better brands out there, just Walmart didn't have it. All right, so that's it. That was my Walmart Whole30 grocery haul. I'll let you know how this goes with the kids. So far, they're on day 2. They're doing well, but now I have to prep some food because the only way to have success with this program is to be prepared. Do not start it until you've gone to the store and maybe even prep some food, because otherwise you'll be hungry, annoyed, and you will give up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.